Okay, so I love BattleBlock Theater for a lot of reasons. It has a dumb, childish presentation, a lot like Fallout Shelter, where the game presents itself in a really cartoony manner. It's an incredibly solid platformer built around the concept of collecting gems and clearing the levels as fast as possible, so kinda like Banjo-Kazooie in that regard. But my favorite part about this game is the absurdity of it all. This game is really stupid, and I love that it's so stupid. Now this is part of the course for the developers of the game, the Behemoth. I mean, if you've played Alien Hominid or Castle Crashers, you can tell what kind of humor they go for with these games. It's just kind of stupid but fun humor, and maybe a lot of people don't like that, but I personally love the hell out of it. It is absolutely absurd. And nothing encapsulates that absurdity more than listening to the narrator for this game just do his thing.
You've got quite the unbreakable spirit. I mean, I'm not nearly as brave as you. If I was in your capably nimble shoes, I'd say to heck with Hattie and my friends. They'll be fine. And then I'd pack myself a nice bag lunch, show these cats my favorite finger, and then I'd make like horse turds and hit the trail.
Pretty much everything in the game is presented through the narrator. Like a good 90% of the game is presented through the narrator. So the narrator would have to be really entertaining if you're gonna put everything on him. And quite frankly, this game succeeds as far as that. You know how a lot of people like Bastion because of the narrator, because the narrator is so like cool and his voice is smooth and everyone loves it? Well, this game is like that, but the exact opposite, where the narrator is so absurd and stupid, and it just makes everything hilarious. It makes learning more about the story hilarious. I look forward to when I learn more about the story to this game because Stamper makes it stupid funny. And I'm always laughing at every cutscene in the game, or every random thing he says in the middle of, like, a level. I love it. I love it so much. It is honestly my favorite thing. But don't take this to mean that Stamper's narration is the only thing worthwhile about this game. The game is, again, like I said, a really solid platformer. It's built around the concept of collecting gems and beating the levels as fast as possible, and the game doesn't hide that. It completely creates a premise that is centered around the concept of going from stage to stage and just clearing everything for the sake of clearing everything. It might be the first game I've ever played that's kind of created this the most dangerous game kind of setting, where you're kind of stuck on an island and surviving for the entertainment of the people on that island. It's kind of dark and bizarre that kind of way, but I actually really like that. Combined with the cartoony presentation, this makes for one of the most interesting games I've played in a long time. And honestly, if you're a big fan of platformers or collectathons, I suggest you check out BattleBlock Theater. It is actually pretty fantastic, and if you haven't played it already, then please let me convince you to watch the BattleBlock Theater Steam announcement trailer, because if that trailer doesn't convince you to play the game, there's nothing I can say that'll do it. There's nothing. So just go watch it, and if that doesn't convince you, then nothing will.